Hey guys, it's Vince. Today I'm very excited to introduce my Stay Hot precision heat gun. Now before I open the case and go into detail about the heat gun, what I want to do is discuss the heritage of the heat gun. We all know that if you've been in the radio control hobby, and I've been in it since I was a little boy, that we've always dealt with these type of typical two-position switch heat guns with the baffle in the back of the unit that you adjust in order to get your proper temperature. The unit's rated at 1,000 watts. What's more comical about this archaic device is the fact that they're still asking for 30 bucks for this unit shipped. And I don't know how they do that. But either way, these units are all done through feel, and that's fine if you've been in the hobby 30 years and you've done nothing but cover planes. For a novice, this is not the easiest tool to use. If you need precise heat control, this is certainly not the tool to use, especially when you factor in the price. That's my own personal opinion. The other thing is, I think we can all agree, we see a ton of these on the forums with good reason. If you're dealing with using a heat gun on a more routine basis, what you typically are going to find is something like what Harbor Freight offers, which is the Drill Master. Now the Drill Master, of course, two-position switch. Again, we're dealing with same internal baffling. It's 1,500 watt rating. Nothing fancy at all about this gun. It is very durable. Actually, I've gone through 2 of them already. This is my 3rd unit. And to be quite honest with you, again, you're still dealing with a lot of feel in terms of getting your distance right with the heat setting, and these units still go for like $20. So I think we can all assume that between these two, this is what's probably generally in most garages, unless you're using a heat gun on a daily basis, which I am as an electrical engineer. So that being said, first and foremost, I wanted a case for my unit. And the reason I wanted a case is for the guys that are not using their gun all the time, they should be able to store their tool in the proper location, on top of the fact it must be labeled correctly, because I myself personally hate opening the case for a tool only to find out that it's upside down, and then you open the case and everything falls out. So again, everything is properly labeled. Let's open it up, and let's go over to Stay Hot. The Stay Hot is a gun that I cannot say enough good things about. I use mine daily to support my business, and this unit is simply amazing in comparison to what I've just shown you. Let's go over the basics of what makes it really unique. First, we have a 3-position switch. It starts at 0, goes to number 2. Okay? At point 0, we are letting the gun automatically cool itself. So when you go to shut the gun off, unlike these guns, it actually cools itself off to naturally evacuate heat from the ceramic heater, extending the gun's life. That's just, to me, logical. And again, very, very important to have on whatever gun you're using. The second position on the switch is stage 1, and the third would be stage 2, including the 0 point. You're going to find that you have not only a recorded temperature position, but also a recorded fan speed position to actually record how much air volume you would like to come out. It's super important to have this in the radio control hobby, because many of you guys already know if you're covering a model, you find that you're going to need one temperature to set the covering and another temperature to shrink the covering. Okay, and most of the time you're over there guessing what temperature you're adjusting your baffle. This makes it all too easy because we have digital adjustment. Okay, we have airspeed adjustment right here, air volume, and then we have with the temperature icons, the little glasses on them, you've got your negative and your positive. If I come up to stage 1, I've already set the gun at 120 degrees. All I would have to do if I want to go to stage 2 is to press the trigger, and it's already recorded at half speed, and I've recorded that as far as my actual airspeed temperature, or excuse me, my airspeed, and I've actually went to 150 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, I did not forget that many guys want to actually go from Fahrenheit to Celsius, so you just would depress the positive and negative fan speed icons, and you can switch to Celsius. It's that fast. Going again. We'll bring it back up to 150. And now to go back to stage 1, you can see I'm back down to 120 and my air volume just dropped. So you see just how fast this is to do. Naturally, you'd wait for the gun naturally to catch up in temperature, whether you're decreasing your temperature or increasing your temperature. Logic plays a role here, but it happened very quickly. Okay. Now, once we go to 0, you're going to find that we get full air volume. The gun automatically adjusts and is now evacuating all the hot air from the ceramic heater. Once it reaches proper temperature, it shuts itself down as it should. You do have a power LED, blue one on the base of the unit to let you know your unit is receiving power. You've got your ring connector right here, PVC stress relief, 15 gauge, 300 volt cable, heavy duty. Again, full ABS structure. I want it to be built like a tank. And of course, our nozzles, including our extension nozzles for any application you're looking for, are all stainless steel. Okay, this gun is without a doubt, I feel, going to be a multi-used unit in your arsenal. And best of all, like I said, with that carrying case or storage case, whichever way you're using it, it just keeps it like brand new. I mean, it makes it all too easy to store your tools, because nothing sucks worse than having to figure out where can I hang it. I mean, some guys will hang it in their shop, but it's nice to have a tool that you can actually store the proper way. And it's just something I don't understand. It's not an expensive thing, but it's something that I look at for ergonomics, especially when you're trying to keep all of your adapters as far as nozzles in position. Now, of course, you are getting your heat shrink nozzles to do both ends, something that's been highly sought after. For my modeling guys, you've got your various nozzles depending upon what location you want to go with. And again, the air volume on the gun is totally adjustable to the end user. So once you decrease your air volume, go higher with your air volume, you're going to be able to get a lot more control than the traditional heat guns that I've already previously shown. You also get your fan spout. And again, the air is only evacuated on one side on this. So you would actually come over and sweep with it more in tune to that. We've got our precision spout. And we've got the wide mouth spout. And of course, you can use the gun just as it is. Once again, with direct air volume control, even if you're using a wide spout, you're going to have a lot better control overall of how you actually direct your heat. Now, one thing I would like to discuss, because again, I've gotten asked a lot of questions about this. If you set a temperature on the gun at, let's say, 120 degrees, and let's say we keep the fan speed at the lowest air volume, well, you'd have to have the actual distance of the gun much closer to hit 120 degrees. And the main reason you would is because, again, you're moving such low air volume to actually get that to that temperature. As soon as you increase your air velocity, your air is circulating much faster, so then you would want to slightly decrease your length to your project, because again, your temperature is going to adjust differently due to the fact of how close you are to it, with air velocity going through the gun. Many people have asked me about that, like what's the exact position? You know, I try to adjust things, and again, we have to use everything is always based on a little bit of physics, and when we look at things, and again, play with things, you'll see exactly how that is with your own unit. Many of you already know that if you used a heat gun in the past, but I just like to make everybody aware of exactly what they're looking at. Overall, you can see just how easy this is. One quick press on the key to adjust temperature jumps it in 10-degree increments. If I hold it long, I'll jump very quickly. Stage 1 maxes out at 750. Okay? If I go to stage 2, I max out at 1100 degrees. Okay? Just as quick as you go up is as quick as you can go down. Okay, go to stage 1, we'll drop that temperature too. There you go. Air volume's cooling down right now. If we go back to 0, once again, the gun will cool itself. And turn itself off. So again, very, very powerful tool. Why I think it's so powerful for so many different people is it has so many different uses. I mean, I do graphics, I do everything from graphics, and again, dealing with engineering and soldering. I use this gun all the time. All of my spindle cables I use it on, especially when you're dealing with the more tricky type heat shrink tubing. You're dealing with the standard ones, then you've also got the ones that are double insulated and they have adhesive, and you don't want too much adhesive to come out, but you want to hit the right temperature to melt the adhesive. This gun is amazing, and I'm really trying to offer it in a price range that I feel everyone can afford, especially when you're considering buying something as basic as this or this. This gun is something that I feel is an investment. I want you guys to have something that I would offer. And again, something that I use. It is something that has been brought up numerous times on my channel. And I feel by offering this, you guys literally are getting the best of all worlds in terms of not only a precision gun, but also having the major feature sets that most of you will use. And including the deoxit, which again, this little bottle, they usually go for about $9 online by themselves. It's just something that I feel is beneficial. I don't know why more vendors don't do that, but it's something that will extend not only the life of the gun, but whatever electronics you use. I mean, it's very, very good stuff. And again, I've said it in previous videos, NASA uses this. You can look it up. Keg Industries has been around since the 50s for a reason. It's amazing stuff. So again, guys, I hope that this video has been helpful. I know that videos offer a lot of information, and sometimes you have more questions. I totally understand that. Please message me direct at storm2313@gmail.com. You can also message me through my eBay store, eDealers Direct. You'll see links in the beginning of the video and at the end. I hope that this video has been helpful. I hope you understand that, again, I am here for you if you have any questions. And the big thing is, New Year's is coming. I wish you guys, all your families, the best during the holidays. It's been a pretty tough year for most people. And again, I can't say enough thanks to everybody that supported me, the products, the channel. I thank you all for your support. Take care.